Hey everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with Oberon and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my weekly Material Matters segment. Your tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hope everybody survived a turbulent week last week. Let's hope that things look up this week. And with that in mind, I decided to use the Auspicious Symbols, the Lucky Auspicious Symbols deck. And that's for luck and healing. Because each of those might play into how we handle our work week. All right. I've already been shuffling them a bit. So let's just go for it. A card for the collective. All right. Aw. Hey there. We have Bridget. Bridget. And it says, Bridget offers supreme blessings of healing and protection for your journey ahead. Let's grab that. Okay. The message from Bridget is this. The power of the goddess Bridget is mighty and ancient. You have chosen the symbol as a way to connect to ancient feminine wisdom. Feel the flame held within her hands as light, protection, and utter creation that you may now behold. If you are on the healing path, call on Bridget again and again as a source of support and assistance in your work. If you are giving birth to a child, a project, a new path, it is now the time to get things in order and get ready for the events ahead. This earth goddess carries the new light that was born on solstice days and invites you to take it in. Is this light inspiring, creative, or renewing? Use her light to forge your own path and be the alchemist in your life. Remember to honor the elements, especially water and fire, and the sacred days as a way to connect more to her elemental nature. And Bridget, I always think of her as a goddess of creativity, especially for me as a writer and a poet. I look to her for inspiration. So feel free to call upon her. Those of you who are trying to blaze a new trail, blaze a new path, go for a new career, a course of study, whatever the case may be, it doesn't necessarily be healing, but Bridget, of course, is also good for that as well. So that's our card for the collective this week. Beautiful card. I love her fiery hair. All right. All I gotta say is, usually when I'm doing the astrological outlook for the week ahead, in general, the general one, usually have a little post-it note where it's all written of. We've got things going on if I bring out a bigger sheet of paper. So let's talk about next week. This reading that I'm doing today for the elemental signs of the Zodiac are for the week of October 23rd through the 29th. And during that week, the moon will be traveling from Libra today to Sagittarius, transiting into Capricorn on the 29th. The sun moves into Scorpio on October 23rd. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Scorpios. Happy birthday, Mr. O.
Thank you.
But there's other things happening on that very day. Saturn goes direct on October 23rd as well. Woohoo to that. And Venus enters Scorpio on October 23rd for some ooh la la, love times. All right. The new moon solar eclipse is in Scorpio on October 25th. That sounds a little heady. Jupiter is entering Pisces on October 28th. And finally, if that wasn't enough drama for you, Mercury is entering Scorpio on October 29th. Lots happening there. And I'm sure that other astrologers who know what's going on can provide you with more information on what all that means for you. All right. So, let's start with our air signs. Hey, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's whip up that cash. Just think of all the leaves flying off the trees as money falling from the sky. Why not? All right. Well. Your focus for the week ahead is the Queen of Wands reversed. So when I think upon this card in the business world, I wonder if you're just afraid to shine your light. Are you holding back? Are you holding back for fear that either somebody won't take you seriously or, think you're just too low on the totem pole to give them any useful ideas? Do you feel, like you're marginalized and not getting the appropriate attention you deserve? Well, you have to embrace that. You have to embrace your power, and you have to not be afraid to speak your truth. It may very well be what people need to hear. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, how about with the TFT party card, the Four of Wands?
Yay!
Woohoo! And all that.
I could barely contain my enthusiasm.
Oh my goodness, Mr. O. Well, look here. How best you can prepare for that focus is how about celebrating who you are, who you know yourself to be. If you look upon where you've been and how far you've come, instead of thinking you are not worthy of acclaim and attention, you will realize the error of your ways. Celebrate your successes. Celebrate how far you've come in life and show the world that. That's one way that people will take you seriously. If you believe in yourself, people will start believing in what you have to offer. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, you got the Hierophant reversed here. Well, people might be looking at this. People might be taking a different approach to things this week and looking for alternatives. So that is why I feel you should not be afraid to show what you've got, because they are looking for different answers. They are looking for maybe somebody who can come up with alternative solutions to problems or an alternative way forward, and you may just have that. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all this week for you air signs? How about it's up to you? Look at that. It's the Page of Swords here. I feel with the Page of Swords in this final position after everything I've said is basically saying it is up to you. Are you going to communicate from a place of strength or are you going to hide in the shadows? This is definitely a sign to communicate, and clearly and effectively with others, get the message across, and you will rise. You will rise. You will get to where you want to be by week's end. So let's take a look at this again, air signs. Let's look at that Queen of Wands reversed here. Even in an interview, let's think about people who are interviewing for jobs right now too. Are you afraid to really show your stuff? Are you holding back because you are unsure? Did you not prepare well enough, or you feel that way? You need to shine your light if you want others to pay attention to you. You need to show them what you've got. You need to show them That's not just for job interviews now. I'm talking about the whole thing I spoke of before. Let's say you're trying to get across a proposal or you're going for a loan or something. You need to show them what you've got. You need to show them how far you've come. You need to show them how well you've been building a foundation for yourself. Because people are looking for problem solvers. They don't want people who are going to do the status quo. You know, they don't want business as usual. They want people who are willing to shake things up. And ultimately, if you communicate how you can fit into this picture, you will go far. You know, it's up to you though. Are you going to be the graceful diplomat here? Are you going to be the expert communicator? Are you going to really express yourself clearly? Or are you going to hide in the shadows, air signs? It's up to you. Good luck with that. Well, that took a little time there. Hey, fire signs. Let's see how complicated your life is going to be in the week ahead. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this reading is for you. Let's burn brightly out there. Let's show those air signs how to do it. All right. Hey, okay, fire signs. Hey. Where they started with the Queen of Wands reversed, you're starting with the King of Wands upright. Wow, bravo, fire signs, you know. This shows me you have really a lot of power at your command. And not only that, you have this power because your enthusiasm, your dynamism, your determination is really showing people the way. No problem if you're going for job interviews with this focus. I mean, if you focus on your strengths and you show people what you've got, you put your best self forward, you are a shoe-in to attain whatever it is you're going for this week. And you know what else? The King of Wands is good for? The King of Wands knows how to get other people to do what they need them to do. So in other words, if you're trying to get a team together and you want to get things done, you will know exactly how to get people to do their part. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, that's interesting. We have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is reversed. I think the best way to prepare for this focus is to look at, you know, some of the pitfalls, some of the possible financial issues that you may face. And maybe this is based on some past experience, you know, how you navigated rough financial waters. Maybe you need to look at that and focus the team on how to avoid these things. You know, in other words, do some preventative planning. You know, it's like, what if this plan should fail? Do we have contingencies if the profits aren't coming in as we think they should? So I would say strategic planning, you know, is going to be definitely involved, you know, a big part of what's going on for you in the week ahead. And others are insecure right now. This is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is reversed. So what's going on in your connection with others? You know, I will say here that maybe they are just not, they are unsure that whatever you want to do right now is really going to pay off long term. Again, this may be where your motivation, your enthusiasm, your drive, you're really going to have to sell it this week. And you know, by the looks of things, you are in a good position to do so. But they're going to want some proof. They're going to want some reassurance that, you know, that the ships will really be coming in here. They're a little bit skeptical about that. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you fire signs? Wow, it's the Page of Cups. How about dreaming a little dream here, you know? I feel by week's end, there's some joy. There's the beginning of some positive energy. It looks like you guys are able to come up with a plan, you know, that you will be able to move forward on. And not only that, maybe it's really still a work in progress, because I almost feel by week's end here, maybe once you've allayed the fears of everybody, you're all going to feel like, well, you know, maybe we could go in this direction. Maybe we could go in that direction. Maybe we could expand this out further. I almost think like, you know, that the focus may expand more by week's end. That actually you will lead the team and they will come up with ways to make this goal, project, assignment even bigger. All right. And better. And better. All right, so let's take a look at this again. Because I also have some other ideas as far as this card goes. I think that you are going to be in a great position to get whatever you want this week. That's just the bottom line with the King of Wands. I can add no more to that. I think that also you will be able to attract people who are willing to work with you on this, do the work. They're kind of like all in. They're just waiting for you to delegate. And you might want to look at some past failures to do some strategic planning to make sure that you don't lose money, you know, that everything is fine and secure and stable financially as you carry out whatever it is you're going to do. People around you want some reassurances that either this is a good investment, that this is a worthwhile project to work on, that there will really be some payoff for them in the long term. And again, that's where the strategic planning comes in. And I think ultimately by week's end, maybe in your dealings and you're talking it out with others, you will come up with more plans and strategies for success. This seems like the beginning of more creative ideas, you know, that are waiting to be put into action. So I almost think this is to be continued, fire signs, but it's all looking pretty good. Ultimately, just a little work needing to be done. Hey, water, what's happening? Hope your week goes swimmingly. Oh, what about Bly?
Weren't you going to mention them?
Oh, you guys all see Bly in the background here? I'm sorry, I just thought it was enough to have Bly with me here.
When you have a special guest, you should announce who they are.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Bly will be a regular recurring guest star on my show. So, hey, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, ignore that voice behind the computer. It's mine, my show. And I just want to add, this is for you, for the week ahead. And, of course, I'm going to grab my sip of water as soon as possible. I've been battling a frog in my throat over here. And speaking of swimmingly, Mr. O has started swimming again. Mr. Water Sign is getting in the water. All right. Oh my. Hey, your focus water signs for the week ahead is the Star reversed. Why are we so pessimistic? What's happened? It's as if you worried that things are just falling apart right now, you know? Is it true? I guess we'll look at the way the cards are going to find out, but you just don't feel very optimistic at this time about moving forward with a goal, a project. Maybe you're thinking twice about going for a promotion or maybe a new job at this time. You're thinking of laying low. The economy is pretty topsy-turvy, so, you know, it might not be a bad thing overall to be a little bit careful or concerned. But let's not get carried away here, water signs. And you know, how best can you prepare for that choice? how best can you prepare for that focus is how about not making bad choices? How about it? It's the Lovers. The Lovers is reversed. And so, geez. So what I have to say here is obviously maybe this pessimism is stemming from the fact that you are second guessing some of the choices you have made. Were they good ones? Were they the right ones right now? There's a lot of worry and doubt here going on. So, you might want to rethink things. Maybe if there is a way to get out of a deal or break a contract or stop making a move you've wanted to make, maybe you just need to rethink it. Let's see what others are doing right now for you. Hey, water. Everything is reversed so far. And now you have judgment reversed too here. Okay, so I think others are going to be very concerned about the situation, so you might even feel that, like for example, let's say you're asking for a raise, or a promotion. Your people, and you can tell if they're going to be all in or not. And I think you feel right now that they are not looking very kindly on you right now. Perhaps they feel that you are not all, you're not being optimistic enough. You're not following the company line enough. You're not, buying into the culture enough. And you're making bad choices. And I mean, whether this is true or not, this is how others are perceiving you. They're not seeing you as being willing to be flexible and being willing to make the changes necessary that you need to make in order to take on new assignments or growth at this time. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, you got the Hermit reversed here, which is interesting in this position. I'm just going to say, whoops, I'm shaking the table and I'm sorry. I'm just going to say that I feel you need to consult with somebody more wise, somebody with more wisdom and advice before you move forward on anything. You obviously have not been making good choices, so why on earth would this be a good idea? I mean, I think that maybe you need to consult an expert in your field and, or the other part of this might be, I think you really need to show them what you got and why you are the best person, for this assignment, project, goal, etc. To get a loan that people should trust and put their confidence in you. So let's take a look at this again. But you know what? Before we do, you didn't think I'd totally forget, did you? My producer was trying to get me to spew water, but I was not going to do it. Nice try, though. All right, so let's look at this again, water. The stars reversed. Pessimism. Where's that optimism? Where's that, your emotions are a little bit frayed because you're worried, you're concerned, you don't feel very optimistic about your future right now. And why? Maybe you're worried that some of the choices you've made, some of the decisions that you've made, whether it's in workflow, whether it's with your finances, whether it's in how you do your job, are going to come back to haunt you. And people will be judging you on that. So if you wanted to get ahead, if you wanted to get a bonus, a raise, a promotion, a new job, it just may not be favorable at this time. And you realize that, you're concerned about that. So ultimately, you either have to turn this around if you really feel you're not being judged fairly here, that maybe this was an aberration and you deserve a break. You need to show them what you have learned, that you are ready, that you definitely want to grow, or you have to really consult some experts for advice. What further training do you need? What other things could help you convince people that you are ready for what it is you are asking them for? So that's what I have for you water signs for the week ahead. Good luck with that. Hey, what's stomping, earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you, grounded earth signs. Well, you know, around here, since it's fall, things aren't as green anymore, but let's hope your pocketbook is. Your focus for the week ahead, earth signs. Well, hey, maybe there's a little earthquake in your world. Something's shaken because temperance is reversed. Temperance is reversed. So there's a little bit of balance issues, you know. There's a little bit of stress. There might be a little bit of overwork. There's some part of your life that is out of balance. It could be in your personal life, which is causing you to slack off or be too stressed out in the work environment. Or, as is often the case, it could be something in the work and business world that is throwing your personal life off kilter, maybe even affecting your physical or mental health. Try to regain some balance. Try to meditate. Try to calm yourself, and try not to be too, try to detach a little bit from the dramas that may be going on around you. Yeah, here. How best can you prepare for that focus? Well, Page of Pentacles is reversed. So to me, again, there's a call for some groundedness here. There's a call to try to stabilize things. There's a call to also be open to learning something new if necessary, or taking in new knowledge or advice from others, if needs be, to turn around any imbalances that might be going on, particularly if they are in your financial affairs, if it's affecting your financial well-being. It's possible some financial advisors have been trying to tell you, no, we can't go there. Or even, if this is a business you're running, maybe your employees are saying, no, you're not seeing this, right? And you have been ignoring that. And see, people around you right now are real team players. They want to celebrate. They want a reason to celebrate. They want you to be successful. So, in other words, since there's all this magnanimous energy here, why not take advantage of that and, get advice or get help from others? If you feel overloaded at work, here they are, They should not be the only ones partying, and actually you are partying with them. So make sure that they're doing their fair share to help you. But ultimately, maybe the party crowd will not be so helpful. We have another 3 here, and it's the 3 of Swords upright. And with the 3 of Cups here and the 3 of Swords here, it's really interesting. It's as if you're feeling very sorrowful by week's end or disappointed in the way things are going. You feel really stressed out. So why aren't the people around you, as stressed out? Let's take a look at this again. Something's out of balance. So I'm almost beginning to wonder here if it isn't the opposite going on. That it's not things in your business world that are bringing you out of balance. It's things in your personal life that may be affecting your business world. I'm really beginning to think that here. And you just perhaps are missing opportunities for growth, missing a chance to get, missing a chance. You're also maybe closing yourself off from people who have been trying to tell you that something is wrong and you haven't been listening. And here are those people. They want to work with you. They want to help you. They want to support you through this. But ultimately, I feel like you're almost too wrapped up in your sorrows in your everyday world that you can't seem to find your focus this week. So I don't think there's super big losses, but I think you might miss out on an opportunity for some growth, some possible chance at, whether it's a promotion or whether it's getting a new role or something that could have helped you, you're just not all in this week. You need to balance. You need to find out what's wrong in the other area of your life and try to make it more stable and secure so it's not affecting your business world. Sorry about that, Earth signs. I hope you have a better week ahead than that. And I wish everybody luck in the week ahead. It's looking good for some and kind of shaky for others. So, hey, want to remind everybody that Mr. O's Goth Tarot is on every Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We can learn about the shadow aspects of your life. In this dark time of the year, it's a very good time to address shadow work and shadow issues. Don't forget on Fridays, his emotional exchanges, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find out what's going on in the emotional side of your life. Earth signs, take note. Maybe you want to see what's happening there that might have been affecting you this week, if you don't already know. And also, happy hour returns on Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Woohoo! It was not there last week, but we're back again to give you a single card positive message from Spirit. Be there!
Modality.
And don't forget also, last but not least, because the sun entered Scorpio and it's birthday season for the Scorpios, it's also time for a monthly modality message. So check that out. That is available as a video on our YouTube channel. It's for the modalities of the Zodiac. Take care, everybody. I hope you have a great week ahead, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.